Namaste friends. Today we shall see the right method of cooking rice and the right way of consuming it in order to get its maximum benefits. At present, rice is being seen in a different light, not just as a staple food or source of carbohydrates or starch, but its mineral contents, starch quality, glycemic index, and its antioxidant activity is being considered. Though nowadays rice is being categorized as a high glycemic index food along with bread and potatoes, many traditional varieties have been reported to have low glycemic index due to the high fiber present in them. But white milled rice predominates in the market and all the nutrients and fiber is removed and only the white starchy endosperm is left out. Rice bran is the most nutritive part of the grain. The B complex vitamins, especially thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin, offered by natural brown rice, promote youthful energy and nourishment to skin and blood vessels. Red and black rice have been found to be highly rich in iron, zinc, and minerals, which are required for conducting various enzymatic processes and hemoglobin production by our body. In addition, the bran of red and purple rice is rich in flavonoids, anthocyanins, proanthocyanidins, and tannins, which possess antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial properties and having the potential to prevent even cancer and cardiovascular diseases. Rice bran also contains essential amino acids, essential fatty acids, and many other micronutrients, all of which work together, giving us abundant health benefits. So, let us see how to cook these colorful pigmented rice varieties. The first and foremost thing is we need to cook rice in an open pot, and it is best to use bronze or clay pots for cooking. The amount of water required to cook rice depends on the variety of rice, the texture that we desire, and the usage, how we would like to use the rice after cooking. Usually to cook white rice we use 1:2 proportion, but for these unpolished whole grains we need little extra water. That is, here I am using for one portion of rice I have taken 7 parts of water. So first we will rinse the rice once. I use this rinsed rice water to water my plants. Sometimes I even ferment it for a week and then dilute it and use on the plants. Next, soak the rice in water overnight or at least for 7 to 8 hours. Germinated brown rice is rich in gamma aminobutyric acid, which is effective in normalizing blood pressure, controlling glycemia and cholesterol in the blood. It also has the potential to activate brain cell metabolism, prevent cancer, Alzheimer's disease, and eliminate anxiety disorders. Next day morning, we shall first boil the water, then reduce the flame at this point and add the soaked rice along with the water. We shall continue to cook the rice in low flame and we can find the white foam formed on top of the water. All the water soluble toxins are removed through this process by removing the foam gently. These unwanted toxins found in this foam is the reason for occurring all our symptoms of arthritis, muscle pain, or even constipation. After the foam is removed, we can close the lid, leaving little gap and continue to cook in a low flame. Then when the rice is almost 70% cooked, we remove the excess starch into another clay pot, leaving just little water that is enough to cook the rice completely. Here we can almost close the lid and then switch off the stove. Leave the rice closed as such for 5 minutes, keeping the lid closed, and the rice will be ready to be served. You can notice the rice here, it is not at all mushy and the grains are separated. And this kind of rice even the diabetic patients can have without any fear. This rice we can either consume it directly along with curries or ferment it for 4 to 12 hours depending on the temperature of the place you are located in. Mixing with hand is very important. as it helps in the fermentation process and all the beneficial bacteria that are required for our body would be grown there. These beneficial bacteria are the ones which make vitamin B12 for we vegetarians during this process of fermentation. The next day morning, we can mix the lactobacillus rich beaten curd to it along with herbs and spices. That gives wonderful taste to it along with the health benefits of not getting a cold, cough or allergies from this fermented rice. You may also enjoy with the probiotic rich pickles or the prebiotic foods like raisins or pomegranate arils. The liquid starch that we collected earlier can be given seasoning with ghee using the spices like ginger, cumin, asafoetida, turmeric powder, black salt, and few coriander leaves and curry leaves. We can either drink this like a plain ganji, just the liquid, or we can even mix it with little bit of the rice grains and have it like a soup. This rice water is called as mand in Sanskrit. It helps to increase the digestive fire, helps to increase the appetite, and also reduce the mucus in our body. So it balances both the wind element and the excess kapha nature, the earth element in our body, because of which it helps to reduce weight, cholesterol levels, break fibroids, kidney stones, reduce acidity in the body, to recover from viral infections, and also helpful for cancer patients. In summer season, we can even ferment this nutritious liquid and enjoy it like a probiotic delicious drink. This nutritious fermented liquid can also be applied on plants, fed to cattle, or ferment vegetables and even make biosalt. Not only that, we can even make use of this starchy liquid to apply on our skin or hair, either directly or even in fermented form, to rinse our hair or as scrub and creams on our skin. In cold countries, a quarter teaspoon of fenugreek seeds and a teaspoon of curd can be added as a starter to begin the fermentation process. We can even mix nut milks and nut curd and enjoy the starchy liquid. And same would be the process to cook either red rice or even millets, except for millets the quantity of water required to cook would be much lesser depending on how you would like to consume it as ganji, porridge or any fried rice items. So every food item in nature has its own significance and unique qualities. It is only the overconsumption, wrong method of cooking and consuming that causes the problem to us. So cooking rice the way we have shown here and including the probiotics like pickles and yogurt will stimulate enzymes and improve our gut health. Buying these millets and grains from a trusted source also plays a major role in order to experience the optimum benefits. If you have any more questions in cooking and consuming these millets and grains, please join Unify Eco-Friendly Products Telegram group and all your questions will be answered. Thank you.